Ladies and gentlemen, Ken is back. Wow, a Monday. Was, yeah, got a lot of things to talk about today, but trying to get back in the channel again. But yes, my temporary studio. You don't want to not working right now, or I know we might have to use the other computer yet. But we get ready to start the show. Um, I'm supposed to have a special guest, but they're probably still not watching yet. So we'll get this started right after this word. I can hit the right button. Let's see if we can get this started. Good afternoon, content creators. I'm out of breath already. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the show. And welcome me back. Guys, you know I had some medical issues this year. In and out or in the hospital that in my own apartment, but that is that. Progress report saying that I'm doing much better than I did before about a month ago. A month ago, I could probably do this. I know for a fact I could have did this a month ago. Um, Still got to run more tests. Try to set up my MRI. But once again, a little bit, they don't know what it is, the cause of the fluid. I'm retaining lots of fluid. They try to get latex, and try to get that out. Try to get that out. Oh, we got one person here. Well, good morning. Good morning to the one person here. Thank you for coming in. Yes, I am back. Yes. Oh, wait. Oh, they're gone now. Anyways, let's go to do this correctly. It's been rough, guys. I think for this past year, I've probably been to the hospital about 4 or 5 times. Uh, 3 times at the one or the town I live in, and 200 times I had to go to a different hospital in Fort Worth. So, but still got to do more tests, tests. And yes, they like to poke people. Yeah, Mr. Roberts, we need more blood. We need a poke again. Your IV is not working. Need a poke again. We need a flush your IV. Once again, hospital is not a good place to get well. I'm grateful that they helped me with that, but hospital is not a good place to get well. But y'all don't want to know about that. You want to know what's going on in the cruise industry, right? Y'all want to know what is going on in the cruise industry. The cruise industry is getting up to the key. That spring break is over. We're getting ready for the summer months, of cruising. And what that details, because a lot of things are changing. A lot of things are changing this summer, especially when I get to the cruise. Hold on, I think I break news here. See if we can do this again. Uh-huh. Yes. We got breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, this is breaking news. This is breaking news. Now, there is a deadline. Go ahead and put this in. I'm going to read it. Yeah, I'm going to read it to you. You can find it. Let's see here. Real ID. Okay, so everybody wants to know what real ID means. This is May 7th. May 7th. If you're going to fly to like the cruise port or anything like that, if you're going to fly like that, you got to have a Texas state or driver's license. Oh, we got comment. Hold on. Give me just a second. Antoinette is fun. Hey. Yes, I'm here. Hey, how you doing? If you want to come up, I think you can do that. Then you had some questions for me when it comes to the metallic. Talk about that in just a second. But thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. You're the first one to come in. Yes, I am here. Yes, I am back. For how long? Today it's to keep my strings and all that good stuff. But hey, this is something I need to talk about. People are traveling. People are traveling. They're going to go on a flight. They get ready to go on a flight to your cruise port. And I know today you don't fly, so this doesn't pertain to you. But this is a new law. As a real ID, it's a state issued driver's license or ID that meets the security standards set by the Real ID Act beginning of May 7, 2025. That's for like 9/11, all that stuff. Uh, yeah, let me go ahead and do this. So you gotta. Okay, so here's the thing. May 7th, 2025. May 7th, 2025. Or other several form ID like a passport. Now, I'll read it again because I read too fast. Sometimes you probably don't understand what I'm saying. I'll read it again. A real ID is a state issued driver's license or identification card for the security standards that you need to go get on an airplane. If you don't have a real ID or other, you need to have another acceptable uh, uh, identification like your passport. Now, if you have a passport, you're good. You have ID that has a star on the top right hand of the card. Be required to board flights within the U.S. across certain federal facilities. Let's see here. Okay, so here for example, here's a Texas Blue ID has a gold star on the upper right hand corner of your ID. Passport period used for accessing facilities and possessing airplanes. So this all happened during 9/11. It took 24 years. Actually, it took 25 years. 24 years to make this bill into law, and it starts on May 7th. That means you got to have ID to get on the plane. You got to have a TSA. You got to show that. You know what? The easiest way to get through all that stuff, I got my passport. I use my passport. I love using my passport. You know what? Because I use my ID every day. I use my ID every day. Now, when I'm traveling, I get a jittery sensation. You know, you get nervous. You get a jittery sensation. So I pull out my passport. And you don't worry about all that. You check in, click, you get on the plane, you're good to go. Now, this is for people. Uh, I say I'll do it for everybody. Okay, now here's some of the requirements for this. This is a good thing for people need to know. They need to know all this stuff. Uh, Requirements for re-ID and proof of identity. You need to provide documents provide your identity date, number, social security number, one-day status, and resident address, which is on a driver's license or ID. So it's one of the things you just need to do. Yes, you use your password. I did too. Let's see here. We knew you get ready. Your next renew. Uh, you also get a request for replacement. Now, this is for everybody that has a driver's license or a state issue ID, which I have a state issue ID. I don't have that. They're not gonna let me drive. Are you kidding me? They're not gonna let me drive. So yeah, that's part of the news I talked about today. Another part of the news. It's officially spring break is over. After Easter, spring break is over. Now we need to do the concentrate for the summertime cruising. Summertime cruising is very, very important. Now, I got the link if you want to come up. Want to talk about summertime cruising? Summertime cruising. Let's see. Is that link up there? There's a link. You go hit that. Go ahead and go ahead and put that in there. I'll take it out. There you go. Anyways, so here's the thing. It's going to be summertime. There's going to be a lot of more children going on cruises. There's a lot more children, college kids and stuff like that. Now, if you are a family and your kids are traveling under the age of 21, this is key. The country of Mexico, the drinking age in Mexico is 18. 18. So what you should worry about that because your kids are slick. Your kids. Oh, you're not dressed. Okay. Yeah. So the drinking age in Mexico is 18. So your family, you're going to go on some vacation, go on a cruise. Just be aware. Just be aware that drinking age is 18. Your kids are the smartest people. They got the computers, they got their phones, they got the tablets. They can go to places over there, especially at Cozumel. Now in Cozumel, I have not seen any bartenders asking for IDs, but most of them don't speak English that well. But hey, is that my son? Is that my son? It's my son, Matthew. Yes, son, it's been a long time, long journey. I gotta tell you what's going on. But yes, thank you for coming in, my son. He is my video game guy. I haven't played video games in a long time. Been in the hospital back and forth, trying to recover, all that good stuff. But thank you for coming in, my son. Guys, check him out. See if he has any videos and stuff. I have videos and all that stuff. As I say, if you're going to Cozumel or Cozumel, Mexico, you got kids, teenagers. Teenagers nowadays look like they're 18. They look like they're 18. So they're gonna get the drinks. They're gonna get the drinks. They can buy they can buy bottles of alcohol. They can drink it during the day or they spray it on ship. They can't open it, but they can buy it from the they can buy it from the excuse me. They can buy it from the shop in the stores where you go out to the port. You can buy it right in. It's as long as it's sealed, they can do that. They can do that. Freddy's Vacation Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We got 3 people in the house. Thank you guys for coming in. And it's very hard to get back to shape, like I said. Anyways, so we're talking about the summer vacations, uh, Mexico. I don't know about the other islands in the Caribbean, but I know definitely the drinking age in Mexico is 18. It's 18 years old. 18 years old. 18 years old. Um, for drinking age. So if you got minor kids, be aware. If you guys, you hear like 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, they look like they're older. Just be aware. Your kids are very, very smart. They are very, very smart. They're very, very slick. Just be aware. Just say. Hopefully you teach your kids stay away from alcohol. That's my advice for everybody. Anyway, so my next subject is very, very important. It's not rumors, it's a fact. Carnival cruise ships are building bigger ships. The next 3 ships, other than the HM class, will be Ace class ships. And they'll be coming out to the next decade. So, yeah, it's like 2029 or 2030. They'll be coming out. These ships will be 8,000 people. 8,000 people. Now, me as a Texan, we need to have the first one because we have the biggest ship for the biggest state. But I know Carnival. They want to put their big ship in Florida. I know that. It's just one of those things. It's just doing it. But we need one of those. Would you go on the Ace class ship? 8,000 people. I will. I absolutely will. I will do that. I will. So a lot of people want to know what is going on. What's your future plans? What is the next time you go on a cruise, D? Well, let's just say I had a good old discussion about financial advice. And I might be going on a cruise, the November night cruise in Galveston on a new seascape, and I might go on a New Z cruise on the Jubilee. You guys know my favorite ship is Jubilee. And, yeah. Oh, by the way, Channel 5 will be married by then, and she'll be back. She's setting up for her wedding. That's why she's not. But she will be back. But yeah, that is the plan for then to now. My plan is to get back in shape, get back to talk about talk about cruising stuff, talk about traveling tips, because everybody wants to know how you get ready for another cruise. Or is it your first time cruising? We'll talk about that. Now, if you get ready to go on your first cruise, or it's been a long time since you've been on a cruise, a lot of things change. A lot of changes. Um, I recommend you update your passport. You update your passport. Last year, I had a friend of mine went on a cruise, get ready to go on a cruise, of the great cruise to Australia. Now, this guy is a professional cruiser, but his passport was under the 6 months. So he got all his money, flew all the way down to Australia. Get ready to get on the cruise. The cruise line will not let him on. What? I'll say that again. He flew all the way from the United States to Australia. It's like a 60, 70 hour flight. Just to Australia. Get ready, get ready to have some fun. Get ready to go on the line, the terminal, the cruise ship, and they will not let them on. Then they said, hey, you might could get an emergency passport. So he went to go do that. Cost more of $100. So he did that, came back, paid terminal, they still would not let him on. So he did not get on that cruise. So he had to get back on that flight, spending more money. He had to cancel the other flight when he was going to get on the cruise, get back on the cruise, get back. He had to make another reservation to get it back from Australia to the States. What the moral of the story is, the moral of the story is, if you are traveling, make sure your passport is up to date. Up to date. It's simple. I take a little time, but you gotta get you gotta do that. You gotta be up to date when you go traveling, especially if you're traveling overseas. You don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to spend all that money and can't go on a cruise. And speaking of cruising, Warsaw Adventures, Bill is doing a cruise of a lifetime. He's been to Japan. I talked to him last week through Facebook Messenger. Talked to him. He's having way too much fun. Way too much fun. I'm just saying, he's having way too much fun. Either way, he's been having way too much fun like that. It's been very, very interesting that he's been having way too much fun. Hopefully, we'll get to talk to him this week. So either way, don't forget the summer. Don't forget to make sure you have travel insurance. Make sure you have travel insurance for your flight. Make sure you have insurance for your health insurance for your cruise. If you get sick, make sure you have insurance. Make sure if you get like a headache or anything like that, make sure you get your prescriptions. Make sure you have that over-the-counter stuff. Get that before you go on the cruise. Because if you're going to go to the clinic on the cruise ship, they're going to charge you like an hourly. I heard people got charged $100. $100 for Tylenol. I'm not making it. $100 for Tylenol. So make sure you have your prescriptions. Make sure you have your stuff. I do not recommend getting your medication in Mexico because fentanyl's going crazy. Very safe and sorry. And take care of all that. As far as getting on the cruise and getting off the cruise, like I said before, make sure your kids have passports. Yes, make sure your kids have passports. Because they don't have a passport, they don't have ID, they don't have the birth certificate. It's customs. You're gonna be on that long ass line. Yes, I did. That long line. Make sure don't be cheap. Get you a passport for your children. If they don't have a passport for your children, leave them at home. Just say. That line was crazy. I didn't do it because I have a passport. What else we got to talk about? Oh, by the way, this is king. COVID is over, but you still can catch it. You still can get some viruses going on. Make sure you wash your hands. Make sure you wash your kids. Make sure your kids wash their hands. If you had to go look at them when they wash their hands, go to do that because you know how kids are. You know how kids are in a buffet in the tourists. They say they wash their hands, but they don't wash their hands. There's so many germs everywhere. it will affect the entire ship, and you'll be having a horrible cruise. I'm telling you, a horrible cruise when you do that. You make sure you're doing it correctly. Make sure you take care of yourself. The main thing. Uh, as far as cancellations during the summer because of hurricane season, once again I say, hey, get your insurance. Insurance is very important because a cruise ship could cancel, or they could be diverted from another port to another port. Make sure you deal with that. Make sure when they do that, and they miss a port, you'll get credit on that. Make sure you learn on that. That's why the only time to get off the ship is Cozumel. That's me. Honduras casinos. The last cruise I was on, the Jubilee, the casino was open. A lot of people got off the ship. I was in the casino going, my lady bought $5,000, over $5,000 on the slot machine. I was pissed. I was happy because she won. I won maybe a couple hundred, but yeah, she won $5,000. I would have been. If I would have won $5,000 on that on the Jubilee, I'd be very very happy. I know for a fact I would. Yeah, I'll be putting that. I'll put that some. I'll put that in my credit. You can do that. Put it in credit on a cruise. Um, and I'll be drinking like a fool. Don't get it crazy. Don't get it crazy. I'm still drinking. Anyways, what else? By the way, the summer's gonna be hot. Make sure you bring sunscreen. The hottest, if you put sunscreen on when you're at home, make sure it's doubled because the sun is very, very hot. Like the Gulf of America, I like that. The Gulf of America. Yes, I said it. The Gulf of America. Uh, Make sure you have a hat. Make sure you have uh, sunglasses. Don't wear your most expensive sunglasses. Just get some regular sunglasses from Walmart because most of your sunglasses will get broken or they get lost. You don't want to wear your most expensive sunglasses. Don't. Uh, and by the way, they will tell you don't wear your camouflage clothes, especially in Mexico, because they thought yeah, it's illegal. Yeah, you don't want to be stuck. You don't want to be stuck in Mexican jail. Just say, just don't even bring it on a cruise. Don't put uh, uh, your camouflage stuff on a cruise. You're on vacation. You're on vacation. You are on vacation. Stuff like that. As far as electronic stuff like that, if you have children and you want them out of your hair for a while, make sure they have tablets. Uh, Make sure the Wi-Fi, you can do it two ways. You can have Wi-Fi or you get those SD cards, put all their favorite cartoons, all their favorite movies, put on that. You have that. Make sure they charge. And by the way, speaking of charging, hold on. Can't see. Yes, no, do not break your camouflage. Do not break camouflage because they think you're uh, the cartel and everything like that. Yes, by the way, make sure we don't do that. Anyways, and for you guys that are electronics and you go bring cameras and stuff like that, make sure you bring a USB port with you or a hub. They got ports in there, but bring you a hub. It's like a multi. I got one right here, my dear. Oh, yeah, guess who we have? We have Sherry, Destination Fun. Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon, good afternoon. Guys, check out Destination Fun. They're not doing a lot of lives anymore. I guess they got real busy. So yeah, thank you for coming in. Um, we're just talking about the summer events. The summer events, hurricane season is getting ready to start. Make sure you have your stuff. Uh, by the way, we got five people here. Five people. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyway, we're just talking about some stuff for the summer. Gotta get ready. Um, talking about other things we need to talk about the summer. With that. Most of you guys are tech savvy. Make sure SD cards are when you get on the cruise. Make sure they're pre-programming with your cameras or make sure you have plenty of space. Make sure you have a mobile hard drive with your laptop, and make sure you upload your videos every day before you go to bed. Make sure your hard drive. Uh, you will be filming. One day you'll be filming something, you lose space. That's embarrassing because you were working all work, and you find out you have to record or lose space and say not recording. It happens. Uh, so the icon season is coming out this summer. This year, the stars of the season coming out. The stars of the sea is coming out. Uh, you know what? I wish, but it's not going to happen. I wish the stars and seas would come to Galveston. Royal Caribbean has got a new terminal in Galveston. The icon seas can fit in Galveston. I don't know why they don't do that. The biggest ship in the world should be in the biggest state in America. That's my philosophy. They don't need two icon class ships in Florida. They really do not. And speaking of it, did y'all see my baby mama last night? My baby mama Carrie Underwood threw it down last night. I'm great out R. If you been my baby mama Carrie Underwood, recognize it now. There's a guy from Dallas. He's the first one in there. He's from Dallas. He's only 17 years ago. That brother can sing. He can sing. I'm not talking about sing. I'm talking about sing. He threw it down. So, yeah. Anyways, get on track for a minute. What else we got to talk about? Yeah, let's talk about Destination Fun. Check out the channel. Destination Fun. That will be on Wednesday nights. I don't know if Destination Fun or what this schedule is. Yeah, yeah, they can sing. I'll tell you, that brother can sing. Anyways, what else we have to talk about? Don't forget, have your insurance on your cruise. If the word is you get there's some cruise ships next year are going to get canceled because most of those older ships are going to go to dry docks. Make sure you do that. Make sure you contact. Now, how do you book a cruise? That's a good question. What I think. There's two ways you can do it. You can do it through the cruise line, or you can do it with a travel agent, who you know. My suggestion is do it to the people that you know that are cruisers. Uh, I know at least three. Ocean travel, uh, out time, and cruises by any time. Those three people can help you set up a cruise, ocean travel, island time, and cruises by any time. Check them out. They got shows on every day. Chris Fridays, hey, weekday mornings. Uh, Derek does shows every other day, but he does on Sundays. Uh, Ocean Travel does on Tuesdays sometimes. Uh, Getting back in shape is critical for me, especially you when you go to cruise. And yes, guys, don't forget to check out my video. My videos have not been playing a lot. Go ahead and take a breath. I got some. I know I'm gonna be working on it. I got some other. I'll be working on that today to get back into the groove of things. Getting back to the groove. Um, what else I gotta say? By the way, like I said, make sure uh, you have everything you need to know. My suggestion, this is my suggestion, Owen, get the drink package. If you don't drink, get the soda package. The soda package is worth it because you don't want to be carrying everything. I mean, I know you got to carry the soda pack per person. That's just one thing you need to carry. You need to carry that. Don't carry that. I I definitely got this. The last cruise I got the soda package. I got the soda package for the, and then I had all more credit for my drinks. That's how I do. Get uh, get the drink package. It's worth it. You don't worry about it. You and you the tips. Yeah, let's talk about tipping. And if you find you a great bartender, and there's a lot of good bartenders. There was a lot of food. There was a lot of tipping on the Jubilee. A lot of bartenders are very, very good. Dr. Inc. Uh, that bar over there. Yeah. Uh, the Punchliner. Uh, that was a good drink. And by the way, drink is good. If you find you're a decent bartender or a good bartender, just tip them a couple dollars. They're working hard. You know what? I could not work on a cruise ship. They work for months without days off. Every day. Keep going, keep going. They do like some do 12-hour shifts, some do 18-hour shifts. I could not have that most Americans though. Anyways, so make sure you have that. Make sure you do all that you need to do. One key thing you need to know when you get on the cruise, if it's your first time or you're bringing people on first time cruising, tell them to put their phones on airplane mode. I had learned that a long time ago. Put your phone on airplane mode. If you do not, you'll get charges like the butt when you come back. You know what I'm saying? You look at the bill's like, what? 500 there's a bill for $750. I'm gonna get it up. And by the way, uh, yeah, $750 for a phone bill because your roaming fees and all that stuff. So you got fees. By the way, and I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. If you get on the cruise, if you get sick or you get hurt, make sure you have insurance. Make sure you have decent health insurance. If you get if you get stranded, if you're a field runner, if you get stranded, make sure you bring your credit. Uh, well, okay, let me put it this way. If you go to the ports, for example, if you're going to Cozumel, Mexico, and make sure you bring your ID card or driver's license. Make sure you bring your key card. Make sure you bring your passport, and make sure you have an emergency passport or emergency cash. Because for a lot of people, they get stranded. A lot of them don't bring their passports. You need a passport to travel to To travel back to the big sport, I think that's just you're gonna need a passport. And you get a passport, you have to, for example, I think you gotta go to close to city or oh, bad boys. What you gonna do? Oh, damn. Anyways, I thought they were coming from me for a second. Yeah. If you get stranded, make sure you have a passport, make sure you have insurance. It costs a lot of money if you don't. If you get hurt and you gotta get transported, that's gonna cost you some money. So make sure you have insurance for everything. Everything. It's one of the things you need to have done. You know, 40 minutes. Trying to get back inside. Oh, by the way, so the new people that came in here, May 7th is your last day to make sure your ID is properly formatted. Make sure your ID or driver's license have a star on the top right. Or make sure you have your passport. I have passports. I have a passport. Also, we're talking about the condition. We're talking about the age limit for drinking. Most of the Caribbean islands, I don't know. I know for a fact that in Mexico, you can drink at age of 18. So if you have kids or you got nieces and nephews that are going on a cruise, somebody's laughing. Who's laughing at me? Oh, anyway. Um, so get it together. By the way, I said it. If you're gonna book a cruise, if you're thinking about going on a cruise, do your research. Ask your friends. Ask people that do YouTube channels. Ask them a question. You know, their videos. Watch their videos and ask them a question. How did you get this? Well, how long is this tour? What are the drink practices? They'll surely like to talk to you about it, tell you what it is. Like I said, get your drink package before you go on a cruise. Save some money. Um, I know for a fact, I know for a fact, here's the thing I love about Royal Caribbean. Uh, I did it before. I was on a navigated seas, and your drink package start when you get on board the ship. You don't have to wait. Carnival is just trying to be cheap. Carnival is just cheap. They don't want to pay the taxes over there. What if you want to know? What about MSC? The question of the day, the question of the year. MSC is cheaper than Carnival. I am looking forward to get on the MSC cruise. I thought I had someone coming in, but it got busy. What else? I know I've been rambling. What about? Anyways, guys, don't forget. This summer, get ready to go. Get ready to get out of here. I'm trying to get back in shape. Uh, as far as trying to get my mind right, back to the cruising. I got videos I need to look at. I found some videos on my computer. Uh, I got probably some good software. I'll be adding some stuff. I will be adding some stuff on my YouTube channel. Also got another channel, the Z Show. Z's Gaming Home Theater also has the Z Show. And by the way, uh, I gotta stay away from TikTok. You know me, and TikTok don't belong. I thank everybody for coming in. Destination Fun, Antoinette Fun. My son, Matthew. Hold on. Yeah, 5 people. Uh-huh. Okay. Hold on. Let me go ahead and do this. Yeah. So this is temporary. Oh, Shay, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you coming. Guys, check out Destination Fun. I don't know what I'm gonna do live. I need to get back in shape myself. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. All right, guys. This is what I need to do. I need to get out of here. Gotta take my medicine. Gotta do some stuff. Don't forget tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 o'clock Central. I will be here. Try to get back. We might have. You know what? We might have some guests tomorrow. We might have some guests tomorrow. Okay. I want to thank you guys for watching my return. I'm trying to get back in shape. Physically, mentally, trying to get back in shape. It's right. It is right. Guys, don't forget, make sure you get ready for your cruise. Make sure you get ready for the summer. Make sure you do what you got to do. Make sure your identifications are up to date. Make sure you have insurance. Make sure you have your passports up to date. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, do not drink and drive. Do not hang around the people that do. And always, 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 always be responsible. Peace out. Deuces. And we's out.